Hello, in this video we're going to create a mosaic of a castle using pictures of castles. So I've got my Google slide open and I just want to delete these two text boxes here. So I'm going to click on the first one, click on the blue line around it and press delete on my keyboard and do the same for the second one here. That gives me a blank slide to work with and I'm going straight to the insert image option here and go to search the web. First up, I'm going to search for Carnarvon Castle, which will bring up a few pictures, and click on the first. I could double click and do this one by one, but I'm going to select a good 4 or 5 of them and then insert at the bottom. It might take a minute or so to get all the pictures there, depending on your internet speed. But once they're there, I'm just going to click away so that nothing is selected, click on the first picture, and then start resizing it using the corner boxes. Very important here, not the side and not the top box. There's no reason to use those as they will squash the picture. So go from the corner, shrink down to around this size here. Just to show as an example, if I did use the middle side one, you can see that the picture gets all squashed and distorted. So let me undo that. And similarly, if I did it from the middle, bottom or top, it would do the same, but squash it in a different direction. So to avoid that happening, always use the corners when resizing in Google Slides. Not too worried at the moment that I'm making these all different sizes. That can be fixed later on, once I know where I'm going to use them. There you go. Now let's add some more pictures. This time we'll go over to Caerphilly Castle. And again, we'll choose 4 or 5 from here. Now, the more castles you have, the better. So if I start putting in Cardiff Castle, Castell Coch, Castell Conwy, Castell Harlech, there's plenty to choose from in Wales. Over 500 castles to choose from. But just for now, as this example, I'm going to stick to these 2 castles. Again, using those corners to make the pictures smaller. Once I've got all my pictures a slightly smaller size, I can then choose a few of them. Maybe I'll put the smaller ones higher and keep the bigger ones down low. And I'm going to start building my castle. Now this is easier. You don't have to do it this way, but it's easier if I make them all around the same height. So that's what I'm doing with these pictures here. I'm making them slightly bigger or smaller, just so they all match in similar heights. And this is where those red lines help. When you start making things smaller or bigger, those red lines help you to see when they're the same size. Then I might add a few more of these as a second layer, maybe smaller ones this time to mix it up. Don't want to be leaving those gaps in there. You can again see those red guidelines coming into place, trying to help me put them in the right location. And again, I'll make them match in height as I go through these. Go, now perfect here. There's a few of them small, but we'll keep them as they are for now. Now here you'll see I've got a problem in that this one is sticking out. The picture's too long and I can't cut it by squashing from the side or it will get distorted as I showed earlier, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to have to crop it, cut part of the image off. To do that, I double click, which gives me this black border. And once I have this, now that I'm cropping, I am able to cut from the side. I'll cut it so it's level with one below, and then click away, and you can see it's chopped off part of the picture without squashing it afterwards. And then I can start the turrets. I've only got one picture there, so let's go get a few more. This time we're going to go for Castell Coch. And don't need too many this time. Let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4 and insert them. They'll come out big again, I'm sure. So again, I'm just going to shrink them down to a smaller size so I can use them as part of my castle rampart. There we go. So I'm going to put that one there. Let's take this one there. This is not the tidiest castle, but it's good just as an explanation. And if I want to, I can then start adding a bit more detail. So this picture here can start to become my door. To make it stand out more, if I click on the picture once and then format options, I can recolor. So I can go there and I can choose maybe a really bright colour to make it stand out a bit more like a door there, or maybe a dark one if I want it to be a darker door. And I can add more and more to my castle, but the key skills here is adding the images, resizing them from the corners and cropping them so they all fit exactly where you want them to be. There you go. Have fun making some castles.